Hello, swellheads. It's Greg Allison from Green Graves coming to you late live once again on the wee hours of Saturday morning. I have to think about it a second. Guys, things are going crazy. And we're going to talk about the news. We'll get to the nuke war news, but we got some other news to kind of hit first because there's some stuff that you guys aren't getting. There's some stuff at least out in legacy media. Yeah, that stuff. There's things that they're just kind of sweeping under like the biggest story in the whole country, it seems. Yeah, guys. It's just hard to believe what they are burying and sweeping under the rug. Why are they doing this? What is really going on, my friends? We got to see that. I'm going to open up the chat room since we're live so I don't miss anything big. I'm in the wrong spot. It looks like. Here we are. Let's get that up so I can keep up with you guys. And guys, this is going to be kind of shocking when you see it, but it really plays into the video I did earlier. I posted earlier today the video about freedom of speech. Almost nobody watched it. You know, probably one of the most important videos I put up here, and nobody watches it. But, you know, this is the kind of stuff you need to watch so that you have good talking points and you can go to your kids and give them the kind of education they need. But it also puts into perspective what's really going on today. I really should have called that video Spanking Klaus, because that's really what it was. I was really spanking them hard, and nobody watched it because, well, if I'd put that in the thumbnail, I don't know. It probably wouldn't have got monetized. That video actually got monetized, which is rare on my channel these days, but nobody watched it, so what difference does it make? Anyway, let's go into this. We're going to look at what the media isn't telling you. So let's do a share to talk about it. And I'm going to show you that the media is not telling you this. And so let me ask you guys, well, you know what? I want to unshare. Hang on, stop the share. I got to ask you guys. Ow, I already showed too much. What is the biggest story in the United States right now? You guys tell me in the chat room. What is the biggest story in the United States? The biggest, hands down, the biggest story in the United States right now. Let's see what you guys got to think about. And a lot of you guys are coming from different countries, but this is all over. This is all of the international news media. It's playing big on, but not the big legacy media right here. So I'd like to see what you guys think is the biggest story right here, right now in this country. Yeah. I think you guys are getting close. Yeah. Well, guess what? Now let's go into share. Seems like you guys are really hitting on it. Oh, yeah. You think that would be the biggest news? No kidding. Yeah, okay, now it's time to share. Media blackout. The media is scared of the people siding with Texas because it might make their favorite candidate, who's they really lean for extremely hard, like the three-letter agencies also, and all these social platforms. So what you need to watch that freedom of speech video, guys. That's what it's all about. Look at this. Here we are, abcnews.go. Look at that. Do you see anything up here about the Texas border war, civil war? The great state of, yeah, it's what everybody's saying. Everybody, Texas. Everybody wants to know about the Civil War, about Texas, about the border, about immigration. It should be all over the legacy media, front page, blaring it big. Look at this, guys. It ain't even on here. What's trending? Who's Vince McMahon? I have no idea who that is. Trump defamation trial. Taylor Swift. Oh, yeah, of course, Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's what they want you to watch. Energy Secretary talks EVs. King Charles surgery. Who cares about a stupid king? We fought a war not to be under royalty. Why is that on our headlines? Jeez. We shouldn't even see nothing about some stupid king or prince. That's the most wasteful thing they can put in an American news media. Pardon you, my friends in Britain and Australia and Canada. But, you know, from the U.S. news standpoint, why is that headline? Vince McMahon resigns. Oh my gosh, this is the big news right here. This is the big news. Who cares? This is the big news. You got to be kidding me. Alaska resumes flying Boeing 337. Okay. Joint Chiefs, Hawaii. Beijing, Navy, White House, legislation to regulate AI. Yeah, good luck with that. Man flew with passenger without passport or ticket. Oh, wow. Baby's born. Wow. This is just the most awful thing in the world. Look at that, according to them. Well, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let's scroll down. Oh, there's the next line of stories. President Biden never involved, according to this. Well, we've seen a lot of stories of other people testifying otherwise, but they don't want you to hear that because that might. Now, you understand what's the importance of this whole thing about misinformation and disinformation? Holy guac and smoke-a-moly, guys. This is the big news, according to the big news agencies. Biden's going to South Carolina to stump. And then Trump's grip on congressional Republicans. All right, that kind of hits on them a little bit. Oh, yeah, they want to really hit on this. Oh, somebody's trying to rewrite the history. Oh, my gosh. U.S. pauses funding for UN agency. Okay. More news. Teenagers, wasn't it good? The bird bug, DOJ, car insurance rates. Okay, well, that's important. But is this the top news? Patent stolen by mobsters. Oh, that is top news. Patent stolen by mobsters. How about this nitrogen guy? Oh, my gosh, this guy off somebody, and they're all worried that he might suffer under nitrogen. Well, that's over. Wisconsin man battling illness. Man bites it after family claims he wasn't given a medication in jail. Babies. Oh, we're going way down here. Student lunches. Climate change forces African migrants into dangerous. Guys, look at this. Oppenheimer movie, Barbie fans, Oscar nominations, breaking somebody's feet on an airplane. Wow. Where is it? It ain't Barbie. Oh, yeah, Barbie. Barbie should be the headline news, right? It ain't even here. They really are sweeping it under the rug. Oh, now you got to see this. Bride-to-be asked to pay for extra wedding dress, undergarments to match skin tone. Is this the bride? That's the husband, I guess? I don't know. Wow, I got no clue, but that's the big news. That's the big news. Apple Vision Pro. Ha, ha, ho, 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 ho. Apple Vision Pro. That's the news. Can y'all believe it? Can y'all believe that's the news? Well, let's see. Well, CNBC, they got to be better, right? Here's another big legacy, big news media that covers. These guys cover all the news you need to see. You shouldn't go anywhere else for news. No. This should be all the news you watch. ABC, NBC. Oh, I forgot to put CBS in there. Put CNN, though. All right. Intel, worst day since 2020. Tech layoffs. Oh, yeah, there's this guy again. I don't give a, who is he? WWE founder. Do I give a flip? That's the biggest news in the world by the WWE. You think he might have done something naughty when he's WWE? Of course, that's what those people do. Good grief. That's news? Got to give me a break. Give me a break. This is news. Fed's favorite inflation gauge rose to 0.2% in December. Yeah. Was it 2.9? Wall Street is barreling toward a big week ahead. Woo! Red Sea, George Carlin. His estate sues somebody from using AI to fake him. I say it ain't in here. Where is it? It's not here. The biggest news in America, maybe in 100 years. It ain't News Corps, these guys. I must be dreaming. Can y'all believe this? Can you believe it? Can you get it? Take over. We're over in CNN, Common News Network. It actually was allegedly bought out by conservatives, so you expect it to do a little better. Okay, here is trending. This is the top news because this is trending. Fannie Willis special committee. What the heck? Lead in drinking cups. Was that surprising? Super Bowl. Paris couturiers, whatever that is. Who is that? I ain't no Miss Japan pageant. I think some Ukrainian girl won the Miss Japan. Well, boo-hoo-hoo. Why is that? The world's about to go up in flames, and we want to know about that. Oh, yeah, they want to spank Trump as much as possible. So, yeah, that'll make headlines. Loud. All right. They come close here. Key senators cut deal to give U.S. new power to clamp down on border crosses. But it's not saying that there's a conflict there, that Texas has got something going on. It don't say that. That's the closest thing I've seen so far. But it still don't get there. No banana. Colorado voters. Oh, yeah, I want to keep Trump off the ballot. Really? All right, there's a little bit of a hint to it, but not really saying why. It's really, Texas wasn't even in that headline, although it was about it. Didn't say why, just conservatives are lining up. All right. Something to spank Trump on again. Oh, boy. I thought a conservative bought this network out. Really? What was he? Mitt Romney? Yeah. Well, PBS. Let's see what they got. Oh, my gosh. You got to be kidding me. What the heck? Not at the garden. Nothing. Nada. Yeah, just fluff. Anyway, guys, so now this, Fox does a little better. I mean, Fox didn't cover it. Nobody would listen to him at all. But it's not the headlines. Biden taunts Trump by invoking former First Lady's work at White House. Okay, even CNN is a little lame, aren't they? I mean, Fox. They got it, but it's down here, a little bit lower down. Change of plans. Biden appears to take a new stance. Well, yeah, because suddenly it's put up or shut up, and Texas is not backing down. Okay, Fox does a little better. But they still put that as their headline. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Okay, so there you are. We're going to get more into this story. Yeah, we're going to get more into that story when we get over to we're going to go on the Swivelhead News after we do a few articles here, because I'm moving this kind of content to Swivelhead News by the end of the month. I probably won't be doing, I might do some kind of news here, but it might be more economic news. It'll be news that the platform here isn't going to spank me as hard over, because I don't want to lose my channel. The stuff they're coming out with, I stand a risk of. That's why I did the freedom of speech video, so people understand. And I was also putting a stick in the eye of the platform here with that. And now if they're hearing that, they might demonetize that video finally. Or who knows, they may ban me. But I was spanking Klaus, spanked him real hard, but I also put out some really good talking points. You guys need to watch my freedom-oriented videos. And that one got, less than 700 views after several hours. That's pretty pathetic for this channel. That's more, Galactic Greg's does better than that. Come on, guys. Y'all need to watch that video. Anyway. So there we are. Just wanted y'all to get they want states to secede so they can't vote. Well, they'll have a different outcome. Anyway, guys. It's pretty pathetic when you look at it. It's really pathetic. But that's all they want you to see for news. It's got to go through their system. It's got to be vetted through the mainstream news media. Only they can report news. Anybody else, it's just too sensitive. You can't talk about it. So that's where all the social media is trying to drive us. And I can't even log. Can anybody get into X right now? Can anybody get into X? I can't log on to it for some reason. Is it me, or they got it down? I was able to get into it today, yesterday, but last night I couldn't get into it, and I've not been able to get into it tonight. Oh, yeah, Biden defines democracy as agreeing with Biden. Yeah, I think that this guy, Mr. Timothy Carney, may be on to something. All politicians' opponents are wrong and will harm the country. Oh, yeah. Of course, he's not hurt this country at all. Letting in 6.5 million by not doing his job and enforcing the laws that's on the book, he let in 6.5 million illegal immigrants. The economy has gone to crap. We've been all over war. Yeah, the whole world's going to heck. Join on your phone. I don't. That's all I have to look into that. All right, we'll talk about that later here. Mark Zuckerberg is raising cattle. What? Cattle? Now, how can he do that? That's the most politically incorrect thing anybody on earth could do. How could Mark Zuckerberg do that? Maybe he got smart because he's also putting in a bunker. He's realized he needs to survive. And cattle is one of the key things to surviving. So, yep, Mark Zuckerberg building a huge underground bunker and putting in cows. I don't know. He might not have been too smart going to Hawaii. Maybe he don't know that the little Kims got part of that place targeted. So maybe he's around, not close to the targets. I don't know. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta CEO. I don't know. This guy, that little short haircut, he always looks the same. Kind of reminds me of that little monkey that goes the symbols. That haircut he's got. I don't know, guys. So a 1,400-acre compound. That's huge. 5,000 square foot underground shelter with blast resistant door and escape hatch. Okay, he ready to get nuked. He'll have his cows underground too, probably, and he's going to feed them beer. Some drunk cows. Did anybody tell them that beer will make you belch, and belching cows is going to bring about the end of the world? Mark Zuck also stays in good shape because he said doomsday is around the corner. Well, he may be on to something with that. He certainly thinks so. But a lot of my people that follow me, who I keep telling to prep, aren't really doing it. I ask you guys to join the Survival Tribe Network and build your mag groups, but very little going on there, guys. You need to wake up and you need to get your preps ready. If Mark Zuckerberg knows the prep, you need to think about it. It's a good reason to go to prepwithgreg.com. Right now, we got that special going, $200 off the 3-month supply of food, 2,000 calories per day, over that, actually. You get 22 varieties, last 25 years, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They'll make you a winner. Less than $200 a month, guys. Less than $200 a month. They got other specials here, too. They got other things. Yeah, my grocery shelves are looking like that past several days around here. Right now, I got pictures, too. All right, folks. So I'm hearing a lot of grocery shelves are being challenged right now. Yeah, all these rich billionaires are prepping like crazy. So why, if you're not prepping, you need to think hard about it. Guys, even if you can just afford a can of beans or extra bag of rice, whatever you can do to start getting you a little bit ahead. Remember, water filtration, air filtration. Watch my video on many means for water purification and sanitation, which is 2 different things. So watch those videos. And you can go into my Patriot Supply store here, and you got a lot of other stuff you can check out, including air and water purification supplies. So check it out. And if you come through prepwithgreg.com, I get credit after you go into the store. It'll help me too. But you won't find that special deal if you just go straight to the store without going through me. All righty, guys. I mentioned this on Swivelhead News last night. There's a reason this border deal collapsed. Several reasons. Apparently, what it really does is it provides money. Mostly, it's geared toward providing money for the blue cities. Oh, yeah. Billions of more dollars to be spent for the blue cities to accommodate the people that's already thrust upon them rather than sending them home, so that the blue city mayors won't cry so much about what they're dealing with. That's what it boils down to. Yeah, Michelle, want everybody to go to prepwithgreg.com. If they go to my Patriot Supply directly, I don't get nothing for it. So don't go to prepwithgreg.com specifically. Go to prepwithgreg.com. So that's what we need to do there. If you go straight to my Patriot Supply, I don't get anything out of that. So you can help me. Your prices won't go up. They'll be the same. In fact, you'll get a better deal if you come in with prepwithgreg.com because you get that special. Yeah, so please use prepwithgreg.com if you go into my Patriot Supply. Don't go straight to my Patriot Supply. Go to prepwithgreg.com. Anyway, here's another thing. Oh, yeah, I'll go back to that border thing. It's also a case that so-called deal allows for an additional 1.8 million per year to come in the country. Oh, yeah. Mr. Biden said he's going to shut the border if you'll sign this deal, but that deal allows for 1.8 million per year to come in. So how's that shutting the border? You know, is Biden going to be for anything that shuts the border? And who are the rhinos in the Senate that agreed to this junk? Well, the House wants no part of it. And I think the House is right, because it does nothing any good for us, as I can see. Just gives Biden some talking points and makes his blue city mayors happy, because he's worried about losing support in his own party. Anyway, and there's this other thing where Biden tried to set up a land deal through some agency called the Natural Asset Companies. It's non-profit entities that were going to have control over federal land, a lot of private land that was going to allow for buying and selling undefined rights to certain private and public lands. Does this mean like your land? That somebody else could buy rights to your land? And these groups had foreign ownership, and a lot of foreign ownership. Yeah, China, Russia, Iran. This got taken down. It didn't get through. But this is federal government owns 48% of the surface of Wyoming, for example. Almost all in Nevada. So BLM lands especially, but it says private land in here too. So I don't know, guys. So this was all supposed to prohibit engaging in unsustainable activities like fossil fuel development, mining, logging, and grazing. BLM land is open range territory. A lot of ranchers rely on that for grazing cattle. BLM land is supposed to belong to the country, to the people. The government is supposed to be public, but they're trying to limit what can be done and have people from outside our country having control on it. It's involved in this ESG investment, according to this article. But this is the Hill. This is in the Hill. The Hill is that paper I've been telling you guys about. If you go in the halls of Congress, you're going to find it in all the Congress's offices. You'll find it in the cafeterias. And this may look partisan, but overall, the Hill is not partisan. It shows they post articles on both. It's all politics. It's all about politics. They will post articles that are both Democrat and Republican oriented. Sometimes I'm surprised that they'll post articles like this, but it's listed as an opinion piece, congressional blog. So that's very interesting that they're claiming that they proposed this, but it got blocked. It's a good thing that got blocked. Larry Smith, has there ever been a Larry in the movies that wasn't some sort of what's the three stage? Just had a Larry. Anyway, alrighty. So and more. These three-letter agencies are just up to all kind of stuff. NSA buying America's internet browsing records without warrant. Well, also the Department of Defense did it too. The Pentagon was in on this. Pentagon tried to hide what it bought without a warrant. Okay, would y'all be hearing this? This come out on X. Would y'all be even hearing this stuff if they had full control of all the disinformation and misinformation? What would y'all be hearing? You need to go back and watch my freedom of speech video. All right. Now we'll call it Nuke News. The news y'all been waiting for, Nuke News. Martial law can take our preps. Well, yeah, there's the whole, and we may find ourselves under martial law due to the stuff going on in Texas. So maybe that's what they're hoping. But they don't want to say nothing in the lamestream news media. Oh, no. That's why I'm bringing it. But this is a prepping channel. How could I be talking prepping without letting you guys know that there's something afoot that you need to know about? But they don't want us doing that, probably. All righty. Tactical nuclear war weapons becoming bigger part of the Russian planning, according to a report to EUCOM, European Command. Yikes, guys. So the stint of it is that Russia, if they get engaged with NATO, because their little police action in Ukraine, special operation as they call it, is not going as fabulous as they had hoped, as fast as they had hoped. If they get engaged with NATO, it's said that they're gaming the use of tactical nukes. And that was the U.S. strategy back in the Soviet Union days, because the Soviet forces were so much bigger. We had concluded the only way we could hold them off was to use tactical nukes. But we got rid of a lot of our tactical nukes. Most of them when the wall fell. We had lots of them in Europe. We got rid of most of them. We went from thousands to, I'm hearing, about 200 total left in the theater. So now you got to remember, some of these tactical nukes are the same size as what we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Today, that's considered a tactical level. That's a pretty formidable weapon, and some of these are formidable weapons, but they are not on strategic long-range delivery systems. So, you know, they won't be crossing the Atlantic and coming to America, at least not initially. Hopefully. That would be a strategic weapon that would be intercontinental. So, yeah, in localized conflicts, such as the one in Ukraine, Russia is unlikely to follow through on its nuclear threats so long as outside forces don't interfere for this. But they are looking at it to deter or defeat NATO in a potential future conflict. So that's what they're saying. Their calculus is changing. This is what they're discussing, according to many sources inside of Russia today. So that's got some people concerned. Some of this might be to try to keep NATO scared off so they won't try anything over there. Some people are suggesting that NATO is planning a decapitation thing, and who knows, Russians are paranoid. They may be thinking that too. Whether or not it's true, if we're thinking it, that makes them more likely to have a trigger finger going on. Likelihood isn't the deal, Larry. It's perception. Perception is the problem. So, and there's this little thing where the Russians have come up with this huge non-nuclear explosion, and they're training their soldiers with this stuff going on, apparently, so that they can become accustomed to the idea of war fighting in a nuclear war. So they're training their soldiers to fight a nuclear battle. We actually trained that way when I was in the Army, but we didn't have simulators of nukes going off, but they taught us things to do. And the idea was if the war went nuclear, you went on your combat mission. It just told you what to do differently, like throw a bunch of sandbags in the bottom of your Jeep so you wouldn't get radiated as much. Yeah, you were still going to get it, but maybe not as bad. Sunshine, not yet, even though it's on Google. Sunshine? What are we talking about there? Anyway, I'll look at the chat when we get through some of this new stuff. Yeah. Putin issues chilling warning during surprise visit to the heart of Europe. Y'all know he went to Kaliningrad, which is that exclave between Latvia and Poland. No, excuse me, Lithuania and Poland. Yeah, Lithuania and Poland, right there. There it is. So they say he flew right next to the border, right next to the NATO nations getting there, as if to stir them up a little bit. He made some statement. Let's see if I can find this statement in here. I don't know if this article's got it. There was some statements he made there. Let's see. Upon arrival, he delivered a speech at the Camp Baltic Federal University, which says, all right, so he warned countries bordering the Baltic Sea territory that they're not prepared for what will follow. And that was apparently was referring to them tearing down Soviet war memorials. He said, this is a stunning ignorance and lack of understanding of where they live, what they're doing, and what will follow, whatever that means. I don't know. So some people were interpreting that in a lot of different ways. So now they're taking some big attacks there inside their country. All right, so massive fire erupts as Russia's parts factory burning. 18,000 square foot factory burning, cause undetermined. We've had a whole lot of these fires lately. All just totally coincidental, I guess. Yeah. Well, a lot of times infiltrators take credit for that, or drones. That's part of the price of war. And we got Russian state TV talking about World War III. Well, that's not unusual. The head of Russian state TV believes World War III could break out in the Middle East, distracting from Russia's ongoing war in Europe. That they will like. That's from Margarita Simeon. We've talked about her. We've been talking about her for a couple of years on this channel at least. She's the editor-in-chief of Russia Today. And she's talking about what could happen in the near future. Well, we know that the Mideast could really flare up. But, you know, the whole incident started on Vladimir's birthday. So was that a gift to him to distract things? I don't know. Could be. Oh, we got sunshine in the house. It's good to have some sunshine in the house, always. Sunshine 21. Okay. Hey, Granny. All right, I'll go back to the chat room when I'm almost through these articles. I'm over halfway through. So looks like Russia's gearing up for another mass missile attack, guys. Now the Iraqis, those little militant groups in Iraq, have now actually struck into Israel. So they're not just striking American troops and bases in Iraq. They've actually reached out now to Israel. So that means this whole thing is ramping up. More players are getting involved and are shooting things farther. So you get the Houthis in Yemen, and now the Iraqi militias are also attacking Israel directly. So this thing is spreading. It is ramping up. Oh, yeah. Well, that's an escalation. Houthis firing at U.S. warship. Well, that's been going on, guys. It's an everyday occurrence. So what this is saying is Houthis aren't backing down. Iran's actually sending better weapons. So it's been noted their weapons have yet to sink a ship that they've hit. So they're looking for more firepower. And apparently, according to this source, they're getting it. So where's that going to leave? They're shooting stuff off daily. We've just had some things like this. Hey, well, we're intercept these missiles. We just had some new intercepts. This is a daily occurrence. You know, they shoot missiles, we intercept them, we hit back where they're shooting from. They move around and shoot some more missiles. This has been going on, and we'll keep going on like that for a while. That's what I've been telling you. All right, let's change the topic and look at some environmental news. Guys, there's plastic in the clouds. Plastic is everywhere. It's in the rainwater. Forever chemicals, plastic. We got to do something about the plastics. The Simpsons showed us Kosovo autumn. Yeah, I don't know, guys. And the BRICS country. This is also an economic war, guys. Now, the BRICS countries still don't yet have the GDP, not big, that quite matches the G7. Who's the G7? US, Germany, UK, France, Canada, Italy, Japan. That's the G7. That's the big 7 Western countries, including Japan. It's counted in the West. Let's just probably throw why South Korea. Why South Korea not in? South Korea's got a big economy. Anyway, so what it boils down to is the BRICS GDP is at 29, a little better than 29 trillion in 2024 is what we think. 2024 just started, so I don't know how they get that number yet, which is 27.9%. And the G7 GDP is 45 and almost $46 trillion. So yeah, the G7 is still larger, but this is still a good fraction of the world's GDP. So when they de-dollarize, there's less demand for dollars, and that means there may be less dollars out in the marketplace. And what that means is at some point, as we continue to accelerate spending, that the proportion of our debt grows against the portion of dollars available. And at some point, that's where the reason the Weimar Republic had such great inflation was, if they'd had the world's reserve currency, it would not have had the inflation rates they had. We just have a lot bigger dollar pool that we're pushing into with our printing. So it hasn't been hurting us as bad, but as the dollar pool shrinks, we're far more susceptible to crazy inflation. My plastic girlfriend asked everybody not to shame plastic people. All righty, plastic people. I know some plastic people. Some of them walk and talk, but they're very plastic. Guys, all this stuff going on in the world is a good reason to consider going to defy the grid. They got a deal here. If you find a better deal somewhere else, they'll meet it or beat it. And they sell gold, silver, platinum. They sell it in gold notes, coins, gold bars. Same thing with silver. Same thing with platinum. You can buy bars, rounds. They have special deals. You can sell back to them even. So, but here's the deal. You can also get these gold backs. I'm just fond of the gold backs. On a pound, ounce per ounce, they're not as, you pay a little bit more for them, but they got a convenience that's unparalleled, and they are artistic. So consider this is a one note. This is a Utah, Wyoming one note here, and so, but the state doesn't mean it's still gold. This is 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold. This, for anybody to take barter. And I've actually been to a store. Somebody walked up with some of these and was bartering them at the Purgatory and Snowflake are trying to. I don't know if they took them or not, but so I've seen people do that. So people are working around. If we get our survival tribe networks going, I think we need a way to be able to trade amongst ourselves, and that's the whole object, to get out of the bigger economy. Just have our own economy, our own groups, our own trade. So I think this is a good way to get that started, in my humble opinion. Unless you want to go with central bank digital currencies. Anyway, if you go to defythegrid.com and use the code GreenGrays, you can get 1% off. Now, the big disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor in any shape, form, or fashion. How about catalytic converters? For trading? Oh my gosh. Don't be cutting them off vehicles. All right. If y'all don't know, the Panama Canal has got a drought. Big drought. Oh, shoot. Trying to get me to subscribe to something. It's these big lakes that are key to the whole thing operating is going dry. So there's less and less traffic going through the Panama Canal. There's less and less traffic going through the Suez Canal. All these ships are having to move around a lot further. What that means is the costs are going up, and the whole supply chain's at risk right now. The supply chain's a very tight, well-oiled machine for just in time. Well, a lot of stuff is not just in time right now. It's behind. I did get one for now. They're beautiful. Yeah, Sunshine 20. They are beautiful. I love them. They're pretty. And they're very artistic. I mean, if nothing else, they're like little works of art. So I love them. You can put them in your wallet. You can't do that with gold bar. You can buy like a couple 12 packs of eggs or a couple loaves of bread with one. All right, CDD. Good night. Now, I'm pretty much a free market guy. I'm a libertarian sort of guy. I definitely believe in freedom, capitalism, but I kind of agree also with tariffs, and I'll tell you why. Even though the tariffs were the big issue the South had back in the war of Northern aggression, sugar's a drug. It is. The thing about where we're at now, we're going to pay taxes one way or another. So if you just look at it from the point of paying taxes, why not pay taxes on stuff that's you're going to pay it out of your income, or you pay it when you're buying stuff? When you're paying when you're buying stuff, at least that doesn't penalize the saver, the poor person who probably ain't going to buy some of that junk from overseas as much. It's going to more penalize the people that spend more money. So that's one way. If you want to tax the rich, put it on that. But mostly, when you get outside of just the sphere of economics and think about national defense, national security, you need an industrial base in a nation. We've won every war we've ever won as a war of attrition by outproducing the people that were our enemies in the war. Well, right now, China's the factor of the world. They outproduce us way many times over. Now they make 233 times more ships than we do, or that we can even. We don't have the ports. We don't have the factories. We scuttle a lot of that by buying, just as we went to buying cheap junk from China. And so that's put us at risk in this country. So tariffs may help adjust that to get our manufacturing base back up while giving us a tax base that's, I think, more fair. If you got a tax, which I'm no fan of taxes, but we got to pay for our defense somehow. So procrastination's a drug. Well, that's a big one. So I am right now a fan of taxing imports, tariffs. It will help stimulate the local economy and help build our industrial base. I mean, you got to take the money out somewhere. Why not there instead of out of income? Or at least not as much out of income. Maybe we could pay down a little bit of the debt, just a little bit of it. Every little bit helps because the interest on the debt is getting higher and higher. As a proportion, there's at some point the interest on the debt can grow so big that you just can't service it. Then you go bankrupt as a country, or you go into Weimar inflation, one or the other. So just something to think about, guys. All right, here's a new one. Democrat bill is going to require people, if you want in Maryland to carry a nug, they want you to take out a $300,000 liability insurance. I mean, they're going after this every way they possibly can, every angle. These folks right here, these are the folks that don't want you protecting yourself. If you say, well, you got law enforcement, but they don't want to fund law enforcement either. And now they want to let people that swipe stuff out of the stores off the hook. Oh, yeah. So we're at the point crime pays. If you hadn't seen it, oh, yeah, there's a ruling about something over in Portland with people that were burning cities down and getting $10 million. Maybe it's more than that. I have to go back. I think I got that from my Go ahead and use links. All right, where was this? I missed something. I accidentally closed something. Yeah, we got weather warnings coming up for the Tennessee Valley. Here we are. Flash floods possible as storms occur in Tennessee and Ohio valleys starting tomorrow. For those that don't know, a lot of people think Tennessee Valley is all up in Tennessee. No, it's mostly North Alabama. I don't know why they're showing all that because that's not, Tennessee River doesn't start to there. And the valley ends about here. That's the river. That's flatland up in there. So this is the Tennessee Valley, and I live way up here. Tennessee River is about a 45-minute drive south of me if there's no traffic. It's a long way down to the Tennessee River. I'm way north of it. So, yeah, and this little plateau I'm on drops off right about the state line. So I don't know how that gets to be Tennessee Valley up in there even. Most people, when they talk Tennessee Valley, they're looking up the Cumberland. You know, I've seen on TV news, oh, the Tennessee Valley, and they'd be looking up around Nashville where the Columbia River is at. Nope. So Cumberland River, whatever that river is, it goes through Nashville. All righty, guys. So, yeah, flash flood warnings. All right, earthquakes. We got a big earthquake down here in Guatemala, 6.1, guys. What about me last night? So, all right, I'm going to go over and look at this. So, it looks like Turkey's shaking pretty good, 5.1. Yeah, this area in China is still shaking, 4.2. And Akol, however you say that, over in the Uyghur land. We got some big ones right here off the West Coast. Let's zoom in on that because that's the area we see a lot of activity right here. It's not quiet on the San Andreas, but there've been 2 earthquakes right there. Let's see if I can click on the outer one. 4.2, Geysers, California. That's a town you see a lot of. This is close to Vancouver. 3.1. Texas, West Texas. Ackerley, yeah, that's probably from fracking or something. Puerto Rico only got 1. Man, it's calm in Puerto Rico. That's the least I've seen down there in a long time. Puerto Rico's calming down. People must not be dancing hard there tonight. Maybe, you know, people in Puerto Rico like to dance. Maybe that's when they have so many earthquakes. And fortunately for us, the sun's surface is kind of blank looking at us at the moment. That big sunspot is beginning to turn away from us, 3359. That's good news. That's good news for now. How long will that last? Who knows? Because we're heading towards solar maximum, so it won't last too long. So count your lucky stars while you got them. I'm talking about stars, asteroids, staroids. Nothing threatening coming at us that we know of. That's the good news. Yeah, this one's supposed to pass sometime today. between the Earth and the Moon, but it's almost 9/10 of the way to the Moon. So that's missing us by a pretty good berth. I wouldn't worry about that puppy. All righty. There's windy. We might go through the cities from the Swivelhead News Channel. Here's the storms that they're talking about that's going to be moving north up into here. They're talking about us maybe having a good cold spell sometime in and it's going up north, up the East Coast, as they usually do. Good cold spell coming in later in the week. Yeah, we might skip through this. Maybe on the Silverhead News Channel. I don't know. It's getting late already. It's 3:22. So let's stop the share. Halo. All righty, folks. Discord on my phone. I don't know, guys. I keep my phone muted all the time because if I had my phone where the notifications are on, it would sound like a machine gun. Seriously, I keep the notifications turned. Even the ringer. If you call my phone, there's only a 10% chance I'll hear it. The phone here? Oh no, it don't even ring. It won't ring. It's a new phone, but it's messed up. I don't have the answering machine connected on the house phone anymore. This phone, I keep it. Every once in a while, I forget not to have it on mute. I'll be doing a video, and somebody I call, and I have to start the whole video over. Happened to me a day before yesterday. So, somebody called in the middle of my video. Now I got to stop and just restart the whole thing. Kills a lot of time. So I keep everything on mute. So if you call me and text me and I don't answer, that's why. Another thing, I get so many messages. I get lots of people saying, you need to look at this. You need to go here. You need to read this. You need to read that. You need to read this. You need to read that. I would spend a week reading everything. And if I watched all the videos everybody says, it'd take me 2 weeks. I can't do it all, guys. So I get drowned by messages. And I got so many apps and things and people texting and messaging me, I can't digest it all. So there's some discussion here about a Discord thing. I tried to load Discord on my computer and it didn't work. I tried to take it off and it did not entirely take off. I tried to reinstall it and it never went. Now, maybe I've got a new operating system. I can load it on the computer now. I actually prefer working on the computer to the phone. I can try that, but don't expect that I'm going to be immediately responding to everything. I'm not. I can't. That's my point. So if y'all want me to have a whole other thing to distract me and look at, then I may not do any videos. I mean, seriously, guys, that's why I'm on here so late. I'm not on here late because I heard somebody give me a message of this. You really needed to go earlier. I go as early as I possibly can. This is how long it takes me to put all this stuff together. I put gobs of hours into this stuff, guys. Gobs of hours to bring you these things. And it just takes a lot of time. Now, I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you the way it is. Because somebody's come up with an idea. Another thing that I need to do, I need to install Discord and get involved in this other group. Really? Now, maybe y'all can coordinate among yourselves and I can join it, but maybe I can give you a heads up. Hey, I'm going to do a video. Maybe every once in a while I come in for a few guidelines or something, but I need to have a meeting of the Freedom Restoration Foundation. I thought I was going to do it when I got back. I haven't. I'm struggling to get my bills paid on time. I just paid a $40 fee for missing my mortgage payment, which I didn't intend to do. It's just I'm just overwhelmed. I'm drowning, guys. All this stuff needs to be packed up. Today I made a bad discovery. I discovered that I thought I had burned out some elements of hot water heaters. I had hot water for 2 weeks. Well, we had a whole week. There's all snow, ice. And then we had a whole week of just rain. So I got opened up to go into the house today to look at the elements and discovered it was flooded underneath. I got water just pouring over my hot water heater. Now, if you turn on the spigot, it ran. So whatever's busted, it's not like the pipe leading into it is totally dysfunctional. I don't know. It was a flood. I didn't get to it. We turned the water off. So I got no water now. So I've had so many things hit me lately. It really kind of depressed me, guys. It's like, really? Jeez. I got like sideswiped a couple of days. Somebody hit my mirror on my vehicle, knocked it into my window, busted my window, and busted my mirror. And the only vehicle I got I can drive at the moment, which is a hoopty vehicle. So I've been struggling, really seriously struggling. And almost all my videos are getting demonetized. So I don't know. I need to, I'm spending a lot of time doing this. A great. Hey, thank you there, Canadian girl. Appreciate it. Like your late night news. You make me smile. Well, I'm glad. You just made me smile. Thank you. That's probably the only thing I'm gonna get out of this video tonight. Because chances are the platform will demonetize it. For all my hours, that's it. Thank you, though. That helps. So appreciate that. Really do, Canadian girl. Colorado Jan, glad to see you back. Now, Colorado Jan, it helps me out in other ways. She sends me stuff through the mail. That helps. Thank you. So we got people to help out in other ways. I appreciate that. Theoretically, somebody has told me they're going to work on my van down in Houston this weekend. I got my fingers crossed. I hope they do. If they do, I'll be making a trip back to the planet Houston. I hope I get to escape this time with it. Well, shall see. But yeah, I'm going to have to get a plumber up here. And I don't know, is my hot water heater bad? I had to replace the previous hot water heater. The actual tank ruptured. That may be what's happened here. Maybe the tank's got a crack in it and it's flowing in and it's just blowing out at the top. That's what I think. It's pretty close to what happened the first time. Just the seam ruptured of the tank itself. Now, but obviously the plumbing, the pipe is going into it. The outlet pipe is coming out in some fashion. Because before I turned the water off, if you turn on hot water, the water would flow. It just wasn't hot. So I don't know what that is. How do you do a super chat donation, says Sunshine21? Well, you got to go down to that little chat button down below where it says the $sign. And you probably got to make an arrangement for making a payment with a credit card or whatever, however you want to do it. New days, thank you. Another alimony payment. Yikes. So late to you, New days. That's some marriages and previous lives, huh? Yeah, another moment. Yeah, the moment you join Greg, I can set it up for you to make revenue so your speech won't be monetized on Discord. You can do that on Discord. I don't know. I've tried to do Discord before. I just haven't had any luck with it. Because I have a lot of people. We need to do this on Discord, that on Discord. Now I use Element on my phone. Element is encrypted better than anything. It's better than Signal. Signal, everybody sees what's on Signal. Element has got excellent encryption. And that's something I was going to work with the Freedom Restoration Foundation, try to bring up with you guys. That's one reason, another reason I haven't been going to Discord. So I wanted to get everybody on Element and use it with our Freedom Restoration Foundation too. So I'll check that out. But so that's on Discord. So there's a way for monetization on Discord. Okay. I'll check it out. I think New Day sent me a link earlier. But then she also sent me a bunch of other messages, so I got to scroll back up to find it. I've just been too busy to do it because I got a lot of distractions, guys. A lot of things going on. Now here's the other thing. If I go to Houston, that puts me about 7 or 8 hours from Eagle Pass. I'm tempted just to go on to Eagle Pass. There's an upper and a lower thermostat on the water. Yeah, Sunshine. I think one of them burned out like within the first month I put that water heater in because I had very little hot water very soon after I put it in. And I don't know if the other one's burned out or if it's just the water's flowing through it so fast that it's just don't have time to heat it. Water was gushing out the top of this thing. I mean, gushing. So I don't know if it was actually the top seam of the water heater, if it was maybe an interface like where the thermostat was at, or if it was like a pipe up there, maybe broken a little bit. It's not shattered to the point it's not putting water through. Maybe it's just got a split along it. It's blowing something out the side. I don't know. Now, I don't know how it would freeze because I had all my, I don't drip my faucets. I run them when it gets cold. I got water actually running through them, not both hot and cold. I turn them both till they not just dripping. It's just like a steady stream, either or, both of them. Every faucet in the house. Yet last winter in the house, in my bathtub upstairs, the hot water, which I had running, froze. That blew my mind. So do you have hard water, Greg? Oh, it's not soft water, but I got well water here, so it's got minerals in it. Wow, sunshine! Woohoo! Super chat from Sunshine. That's a biggie. Thank you. Number one. Appreciate that. Wow. That is awesome. First super chat on a live stream. Woohoo! Salute Sunshine 21. Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. All righty, thank you. That's awesome. So that made my night. Appreciate that. So here's the thing, though. If I go to Eagle, I'm thinking about going to Eagle Pass. I'm considering it. If I go to Houston, I don't know if I go to Houston next week because that also means I'm not going to get a dentist appointment. My insurance runs out at the end of this month. My company I've been working for, they paid it. They paid it through this month. I'm not getting work right now. But so I've got insurance to this month, but I've not been able to make an arrangement with my dentist. I need to go. I actually had a tooth I wanted to get redone, and it's not time for that now. Maybe at least get my teeth cleaned. Run out of time, but I won't even have time for tooth cleaning if I go down this next week. But if the van's available, I may do it. Our tooth is bothering me, molar. It's cracked. It's got cracked, shattered. I think it's from that wreck I had back a couple of years ago. I had two of them side by side cracked. And I had one of them fixed, but I didn't do both at the same time. I've been waiting. I've been out in the desert, and I thought when I got back, well, we had a whole week of snow and a whole week of rain, and it just didn't work out. And I tried to call the dentist office, and they were closed when I called them. So I just hadn't made it work. But so I don't know. I still may go to Houston instead of that because the stuff going on there is kind of over the top. The only thing is, if I go to Eagle Pass, it's going to take me an extra day or two in Texas, and I probably want to rent a car to go down there. I don't know if I want a chance driving that van until I really test it out somewhere away from heading home. So I might need to keep the rental car for another day. And then again, this is all predicated on is it actually going to be fixed or not. Don't know yet. Time will tell. Something may happen, but I'm hoping. But so if I go down there, that means probably an extra night at a hotel room, some extra rental car fees. So I could use some super chats if I decide to go that way to kind of support that mission or something, because I'll be needing a little extra change to pay for that if I were to do that, because it's going to cost me a fair little bit of change extra. Anyway, so let's see. New Day's saying something. Cowboy and I are talking about WordPress and Eliminator Pro. Yeah, I use that from my website. I used WordPress back in early 2000s for my Yahoo groups. Possibly I can fill in as your webmaster. Okay, yeah, Drops was going to do it, but Drops has kind of disappeared. Drops has kind of went poof. Don't know what happened to him. He's moving. That may be the whole thing. So, but we actually had a couple of people working on it, but the main guy, he passed away. So we'll have to talk about that New Days. All righty. Yep, I heard from Robert saying, all right, let's check I'm just going to check messages here for a little bit, and then we're going to call it a night. Now, people in the coffee cup breakfast group are just watching for news. I've covered the news. If you want to stay for this, fine, but you don't have to. Don't complain because I'm doing this at the end of the video, because you don't have to watch the whole video. If you don't want to see this, if you want to see it, great. If you want to watch this, that's good. We're family here, so, and it's from my live chat that I'm getting. Oh, that's my only support I got on this platform right now. It's these beautiful people in the room that are helping me out here. So that's Spring, Texas represent. What about that, Kyle? Represent what? Yeah, that's where my daughter's at. Spring, Texas. 2 grandkids there. That's where my van's at. That's what prepping's all about, learning not to be dependent on the government. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm about to grow some food out in Arizona. I can live very cheap there. I can't live here cheap. Graceful person, awesome son. Yeah. John Baxter, the U.S. government are stocking up a lot of freeze-dried food. Canadian Prepper. Oh yeah, they've been doing that, but they're doing it for themselves. They're not. Do you have a ticket to their underground shelter? If they gave you a ticket, I don't have one. Elon might got one. Uh, some people may have them, but they probably they rather live in their own shelter. You know what GI issued means. You ever been in the Army? You know what GI issue is? Yeah. So that's why Zuck is putting a lot of money into what he's doing. I need a secretary. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you can always go to my webpage and donate too. You can do if you go to greengregs.com. Ain't nobody done it in a while, but if you go to greengregs.com, click on the order worms button, and then yeah, put in https greengregs.com. Find the links in my email. Don't go to the link up on the. Somebody was pointing out to me and going through great effort to show me the link on my YouTube channel doesn't work. I hadn't even thought about that. I didn't forgot it was there. So yeah, don't use that one because it apparently isn't working. I got to go in and reset it, I guess. Just haven't gotten my round to it yet. So I got a huge backlog of things I haven't gotten to. So yeah, please understand it, Greg. I see some channels have a join button. Well, you set up a membership for that, Zen. I started going down that road, but then you need to set up these little icons and this and that and the other. And to get the icons set up, you need to go to Fiverr and contract somebody and do this and do that and do this and do that and do. I ain't got no time for do this, do that, and do this, do that. It takes time. Time don't exist in my life. And it probably won't until I get settled down in Arizona. So I'll have to be out in Arizona before I got time to do anything like that. I got too much to do until then. I will look into that later. I started going down that road, and it was more than I could chew on. It was, you got to figure out what it is you're going to do for people in return for them signing up for that, and the value proposition of it. You got to figure what membership levels you're going to create, what you're going to call them. And I've had some discussions with people, including you, Days, just kind of kicking around ideas. But then you got to make them little icons, and it's just a lot of busy work. And I'm already too busy as it is. That's why I hadn't done it. It's just one of those things. It's like, why come on here so late? It's because time is killing me, guys. I'm being really pressed for time. So like I said, I've had people say, Greg, you need to start earlier. Then it just wouldn't be a video. That's the answer. Some of these videos you see I upload, I meant to do them on one day, and they wind up getting uploaded the next day because I just run out of time. Like the one that you saw, the freedom of speech video. I did that yesterday, not today. The video I last uploaded on Galactic Graves, I did a couple of days before I uploaded it. I wanted to do one right after that. I got another topic I want to hit. I just hadn't had time to do it. And sometimes you got a news topic, and if you don't do it in time, it's nothing. You lost it because it's not news anymore. So freedom of speech, though, is kind of timeless. That might be a good evergreen video if I can get people to watch it. I don't know why I get up at 3 a.m. I'm up 3 a.m. because I hadn't gone to bed yet. Certain models predict potential tornado incubator weather patterns are cited from Mississippi and Alabama. What time, Arnold? Because I'm liable. I don't know how early I'm getting up. What time? This is the Discord server. And there's nothing. So you get me on another platform, now I got to learn how to use it. That's time also. I live in Maryland. When the police see my nug and ask me if I have a CC and a liability insurance, I tell them, no, I'm a criminal. I'm an immigrant. All right, Larry, what part of Maryland are you in? Now, I have been on the east and west side of Maryland. I used to stay with a friend that lived in Cabin John a lot. I used to go to Washington, D.C. every year, at least once a year. For over 20 years, I went to Washington, D.C. every year, at least one time. And sometimes I'd stay up for a month in that area. I might be maybe even staying out in Reston or Herndon, Virginia, and going into D.C. And I started staying with my friend and Kevin John for a long time. And that's kind of nice because you can just go down MacArthur and then get on the Wisconsin. You can go straight into D.C. without having to cross the bridge. And you had to go through about a dozen different roundabouts. It was pretty quick going that way. I watched the people going in over the bridges. Oh my God, that was awful. I've done that too. Drove in. I've also used the subway going in at times. So I've done both. But there was times I'd be up in D.C. like several times a year, several times. But so that got me on the western side of Maryland. I have been around Bethesda, and I've gone to Chickatick Island on the east side because I went to Wallops, NASA Wallops Space Flight Center there, where they launch off the East Coast. Now, the eastern Maryland across the Chesapeake Bay is rural. It's like Timbuktu. It is very rural there. There's very few people there. It's actually kind of nice. A lot of farms, stuff you just wouldn't expect to see so close to a huge metropolitan area. But if you go down come off the south piece of this, go across the Chesapeake to Virginia, you got this tall bridge, and right at the very top is just this iron grate that is just kind of set up there, and you drive over it and go, "Oh my God!" Is there an earthquake in Utah or just a train? Let's go to earthquake. I'm gonna go earthquake and look real quick. Do a refresh. Nope, don't see anything. They're not posting anything on USGS, Granny. So they're not showing an earthquake. Coniferous vegan. My drug problem is I can't get enough. Uh-oh. Be careful with that. Fresh air is a drug. That's a good one. Cooking oil is a drug. Yikes. All shipping is down. Going to be in major shortages. Yeah. There'll be some big disruptions. Sunshine to Greg, did I get one for now? Get one what? Did I get one for now? They're beautiful. What is that, Sunshine? What are you looking to get? What's beautiful? Since the start of 2020, I've had excessive sneezing. 100 sneezes a day. Oh my gosh, John. You had that looked at? Plastic made with oil. Yeah, it is. But you could also take plastic and plastics if you burn them in an high pressure oxygen deprived chamber, will turn back into like a diesel fuel. The Discord name on Google is Greg's Swivelhead Survival Channel. Okay, cool. I will check it out, but maybe tomorrow or the next day. I ain't gonna be tonight. Toxic chemicals from agriculture. Yeah, they use too much chemicals in big ag. I'm no fond of that. No fan of that. Uh, 23 Angel Sapphire. I reading do research on so that consent now. That's not legal. It's not constitutional. It's because big government has been allowed to get too big for their britches. It needs to be reined in. These guys swear an oath to protect the Constitution, and what do? Whatever the heck they want to do. What a waste of good beer on a cow, said Rodney. That's a top comment I'm finding. All right, let me scroll down the bottom and see what I just missed. Oh, the goldbacks. Oh, yeah, one for one beautiful. There you go. There's underground highway systems. Zen, I've seen pictures and video that suggest that's the case. And I know one thing, if you saw Nate on Canadian Prepper, he's talking about how the boring company that Elon has, which has big tunneling machines, has been doubling profits every year, doubling geometric growth. So they're making tunnels somewhere. And that's not the only tunneling machine in the world. Maine is given immigrant SNAP, EBT, housing, driver's licenses. Wow. Yeah, they get all kind of stuff. It's just, yeah, I've heard stories of people just having all their credentials like in a week or two. Driver's license, social security number, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, they take them in and process them. All right, you know what? It's almost 4 a.m. I don't know if I'm even going to make it over to Swivelhead. I want to go to Swivelhead next. Well, jeez. What do y'all think? I don't know if I got material. I got articles pulled up doing Swivelhead, but it's so late. There are nights I've had articles pulled up. I spend all the, good part of the day a lot of times I spend a good part of the day researching, getting ready to do a video, and it's so late I just say can't do it. Just don't do it. Or maybe I'll just be zonked, be tired time to get in. There's a lot of nights that I've been prepared to do a video and it don't happen. Nuclear powered tunneling machines, yeah. The government's got a bunch of that. There's our nuke powered. I don't know about doubt if I don't know. I don't think the ones that Elon's got would be nuclear powered. Greg, 2.1 earthquake in Wilson, Wyoming, south end of Yellowstone. That didn't show Nyman's wife on mine. Let's see if it shows up now. Get to refresh again. Yeah, they're not showing it on USGS, but a lot of times other people with monitors are saying, oh, there's a new earthquake. Let's do a share real quick. Showing them there's a new earthquake in Siberia, though. No, it's in China. No, Kyrgyzstan, 5.0. This is still the biggest one on the map right now. It's 6.1 in Guatemala. Well, let me zoom in on North America. Usually, though, they show even the big ones. They're not showing anything up in here right now. Don't mean there isn't one. It's just they're not showing it. So I promise I'll be nice and quiet and just listen here, though. Well, you don't have to just listen, but everybody should be nice. I started a huge argument today on FB on Maine housing. Libertards came out in droves. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can have the facts and they'll still attack you. But you can have firsthand. You saw it. You got it in your hand, and they'll argue with you. Oh, really? Here it is. I know. That's not it. I dreamt I was in an earthquake yesterday morning at 4 a.m. Woke up and everything was on. Oh, Lord. I checked last year and found out I have one 2 miles up the road. One what? The people have got to think about the part they play. Yes. We need to find Greg a sugar mama. Yikes. I know a lot of ladies I showed at the farmer's market, Greg's channel, and they kept saying what a handsome guy he is. Loudy. Well, I got a bunch of them in the chat room who would share that sentiment, I guess. Oh, fallout shelter. Very good. Very good. Good to know where they're at. I used earthquake alert app. Okay, change your settings and to include lower quakes. I'll have to look, see where the settings are on here. I'll look at that next time I come in here. It's late. Let's see, what's this do? Oh, let's pick states. No, that's what I want to do. World, US, close. Yeah. Oops, off the map here. No, stop the share. Bang. Few days in, I've been trying to hook Greg up for years. Yeah, that's the problem. I really don't have time for him. I don't even have time for me. That's the problem. I don't have time for me. I can't afford myself, time-wise or any other way. If you want a bunker, work for the Pentagon, they got one under. Oh, yeah. And look, guys, watch my nuclear survival videos. I mean, Really and truly, I got a big tank of water outside this room. I got a lot of mass and stuff here. A lot of mass upstairs. I could throw a table across here and throw my food stuff, some water right on top, right across here. And that's not too shabby. Not too shabby. It beats a stick in the eye. May not be the best in the world, but it could be worse. Could be worse. Nothing blows up faster than your plastic girl. Loudy, loudy, loudy. Well, they don't talk back, do they? I hear they're cheap on dates. I don't know, Larry. It's what I've heard. Lordy, lordy. All right, let's keep her clean, guys. Let's don't go into the adult discussion here. All right, citizen responsibility. So many out of control and totally irresponsible. That is true. That is true. When the government, look, these things will grow as long or as far as they can. Government and government organizations metastasize. And once they get on, they want to keep whatever power and influence they got. They don't ever want to give that stuff up. It's part of the power corrupts and power corrupts, absolutely. Which hopefully, if I get going to this thing with Jason, we can explain a lot of that in that video series. But this video I just did on freedom of speech is a start for that. Y'all need to watch that video. If you've not seen my freedom of speech video, watch it tomorrow. It's already what it is tomorrow already. Watch it and go to bed and get up and watch it later. They will blast the heck out of that one. Round burst. Yeah, the Pentagon is going to get hammered. Apparently, Rodney, I stay away from FB since my family bombarded. Oh, what? Yikes. Anyway, folks, it's 4. I wanted to do a video series for the Silverhead News. There's plenty of things to cover there. I got a bunch of stuff dialed up to talk about, but it's too late. It's just too late to do it. So we will start tomorrow night on Swivelhead News. Tomorrow night, next live session will be Swivelhead News, unless there's just some emergency thing, and I probably will still do it on Swivelhead News, because the whole object is to move this content over there. I will probably still find something that's less controversial to try to cover it here. My good buddy Steve Popper, he talks about supply chain, talks about grocery store shelves, talks about, he gets on the controversial a bit every now. Hey, cow, killer cow, need worms this spring. Salute you. Well, I ain't gonna be selling them for a long time because I'm gonna be packing up and heading to Arizona real soon, and there won't be no worms sold for a while. And please, if you order some, order the smaller orders. I need to go in the website and shut off the buttons for ordering the larger orders because I ain't gonna have time to process them. So I just haven't. It's one of those other round to it's I haven't gotten yet. I just got too many things that I absolutely have to do that I'm struggling to get done. I still got a ton of mail here to go through. That's not been opened. So, and a lot of that's bills. I'm seriously running way behind. Can't seem to get connected on Discord. 5 attempts, and I won't make any. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I had issues. There's something odd about Discord. I never could get it working on this computer. And when I tried to, it said I needed to take it off and reload it. So I tried to delete it, and there's one file that you went into, tried to delete 100 times and wouldn't delete it. I used different apps that were supposed to delete stuff you couldn't delete ordinarily. It stayed there. And then when I tried to reload it, it wouldn't reload because that other file was still hanging on. So I don't know. I used to have a round to it on my fridge. Here you go. Yeah, I had one once upon a time. I need a bunch of round to it. Seriously, guys. Anyway, guys, y'all made it awesome tonight. Had some good super chats tonight. An alimony payment. A brand new super chat from a new super chatter. We got that $50 from Sunshine 21. I really appreciate that. We got many other super chats from different people here tonight. That all helps out, guys. It really does. So it gives me some faith and confidence and helps me out a lot. Canadian girl, I believe, was the first one with her $5 super chat. It didn't make me smile. New days with an alimony payment. Let's see. So I really appreciate all that, folks. I believe we had something earlier from Rodney and just different folks. So I really appreciate it. They don't all show up in the room now. Killer Kyle. All right. So, hey, I want to thank all you super chatters. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, mods, for all you do to keep the chat room clean. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit it before you go out. The algorithms in here just stomp me. They're not giving a lot of recommendations. I'm getting, and we need to work on a network just for notifying people when I'm on. Maybe Discord would work for that. I don't know. Maybe we can have a little contact system through some of you, Rodney. No, Arnold and New Days have talked about that a little bit. Are you human? Last time I checked, yeah, I don't know. Am I human? I don't. I get arthritis. I'm getting hard of hearing. My beard turned gray. Well, I still got some red in it. It's hard to see when the light's shining bright on it. My beard has actually got red in it. It's hard to see though. So, yeah, anyway, Billy Bob changed her name. What? Can PayPal donate to none? Oh, yeah, you can use, actually, if you go to that greengregs.com, HTTPS, blah, 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 greengregs, that actually uses PayPal. But you don't have to be a PayPal member to use that, by the way. You don't have to have a PayPal account. It'll take a credit card. So people order ones that way a lot. Anywho, and PayPal donate to none for, I don't know what that is, Steffens. Anyway, once again, there you go. That's the link. That's the direct link to the buy button. I can always just check my email. Every time somebody sends me something like that, they don't ding me because I got all the notifications turned off. If I didn't turn notifications off, my phone would sound like a machine gun. And one time I didn't have my alternative. I just hand my phone to me. Well, what is this? I said, it's the notifications. They don't stop. Bow, 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 bow. All right, let's see. I can check email though. I can open it up. If anybody sent me one, I'll see it and I'll give them credit. Service, a PayPal. Oh, there's something. I hope that's not a worm order. If that's a worm order, I don't know if I can fill that. Oh, that's what money I sent. Oh, that's where I sent a payment to somebody. Yikes. All right, that's where I actually paid somebody's working for me. Thunderstorms, flash floods. Oh, that's an email I sent myself. So to give you guys ideas, I actually email myself articles. I check them, I email them to myself all day long. I email some other folks. This is one of these I showed. I kind of go easy on the email when I put it out there because, let's give you an idea. Here's the email I got just in one day to one email. I have several email accounts. Most of those are from me. With articles. Lots of articles. All the green ones. Some of the other colors too. I use more than one account to email to myself. See, on and on. All righty. So, Jim Stunner, Greg, can you have one of your Swivelhead members fill in with some of your news reports while you catch up on things? Well, they'd have to have access to all my channel stuff to do that. And that would be a big burden. I don't know. One of these days, like I might, if I made any money, I could have a staff, like Nate with Canadian Prepper. He's got he's got over 1 million subscribers. He gets, thousands and thousands of views within the first hour of posting anything. And no matter what he talks about, it seems like he's always monetized. Probably because he was very friendly with climate change and some of these other topics. I don't know. I don't know what his secret sauce is, but they run ads all through all his videos. So they love him. They don't love me so much. Anyway, folks, they turn mine off every time, and they turn mine off every time I add you, and they turn you back on. Yeah, that's just it, guys. So yeah, this platform no love me. They don't love me, guys. So that's why I need your help. But if I had a big channel, if it was making gobs, I'd have a camera crew and all kind of time. I'd have all that special editing and the whiz and bells and special video effects. That takes a lot of time. I don't have that kind of time. It takes me a lot. When you're doing new stuff, it's got to be quick. You got to cover a lot of stuff and all this, YouTube, the channels and how to do YouTubes, they'll basically tell you, pick a topic and spend all week polishing that email, that video. You'll spend, record, hours of video and do a 5-minute video. Just cut it down, edit, throwing bells and whistles and have something moving all the time and change the views and throw all kind of stuff in. Whoo! Yeah, I can't do that. Especially with news. You just can't do it at all with news. But you can do a little bit like Nate, but he's got a camera crew. He's got professional staff that works this stuff all the time. So he's got all kind of bells and whistles and all kind of special things. Yeah, I know can do. No one could do news like Gigi. There you go, Granny. But what you get from me is me. I read this stuff, I digest it, and I take it through, my meat filter, and I bring it back to you, and you see it with my understanding, the way I comprehend it. I bring it back to you and try to tell you how it fits in the broader picture and how it fits in why you need to prep and get things ready. And so I'll bring you the wider perspective. And probably one of the things that gets me in trouble here, I might be able to talk about war and just not talk about what's going on specifically. I don't go into gameplay about every battle. Some channels do that, but I don't even think they want you mentioning the battles. I do that, but I don't go into details. But I think on this platform that's verboten, really. That's probably why I'm getting demonetized. I don't know what it is exactly. I've been searching, trying to figure out why they demonetize stuff. Even if you challenge them and they rule against you, they'll give you some broad category. I mean, they need to tell me where in the video it is and what it is, but they don't do that. So they leave you guessing all the time. And that's tough. It's really tough to try to figure out what and how you do it. And you watch some other channels. I like Magic Pepper. He's got a good channel. I like Magic Pepper. You'll find me in his chat room every now and then. He does stuff that I know I couldn't do. But he's got ads running all through his videos. It's like, how's he do that? Why do they? I don't know. Maybe it's because I started the Freedom Restoration Foundation. Why do they pick on me so much? I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just lucky. It all looks like good luck. I don't know what it is, guys. If anybody figures out the magic sauce, I wish they'd tell me because I've been looking for the magic sauce. Anywho, worm farmer needs a wife. I don't know if a woman put up with me. Anywho, Magic Prepper is really, yeah. But how's he stay monetized? I mean, he covers stuff he goes a little bit further on topics, further out on that thin ice than I go. Yeah, he's still monetized. I try real careful not to get that far out on the thin ice. And yet I get everything to monetize. It's like, what is it? I don't know, guys. They keep it ambiguous so they can enforce selectively at their discretion. I get, on the YouTube side. But when you're a creator, it's like, okay, he talks about this. How come I can't? And they go further out. I just kind of just make an allusion to it. Just kind of, well, there's something over there. Boom. And they're over, blah, 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 blah. And they're monetized. It's like, wow, how? What is it? I don't know. I really don't know. I just think I don't know. I try to figure it out. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What is it? What's the magic sauce? I don't know what it is. I don't know. Every now and then I get a video monetized, and I go, how come they let this one get monetized and they demonetize all these? I don't know. That's what keeps me guessing. It's like it seems random. It really does. And it seems random what channels they pick on. I don't know. Maybe they think, oh, this guy's a rocket scientist. We can't let him get away saying stuff. People might believe it. Or maybe it's because I started the Freedom Restoration Foundation. I don't know. I got no idea. But I'm on here too long. It's 4:07 my time. That is $1 million. I don't know. Look, I know a channel that started way after me. He's only been on for a couple of years. When he had about the same number of subscribers I got, he was making a really good living on YouTube. Lots of money. What's that? I don't know. I go, what? He told me what he's making. So, how? Oh my gosh. I don't know. He's very careful what he says, though. That's all I'm going to say. Plenty of good women who will love everything about you, Gregors. Oh, I don't know. Guys, I'm all work, no play. That's the problem. All work, no play. Maybe when I get to Arizona, I can change that. That's kind of the idea. I'm going to reinvent who I am out there, I hope. Maybe somebody's complaining. Maybe somebody don't like me. I don't know. I think it's the algorithms. I think it's just something in the algorithms. Don't know what it is. But I've been looking. I've been trying to figure it out. Maybe one of these days I'll figure it out. Problem is, I think they change the rules as they go. If you think you got it figured out, it changes. And I think the closer you get to elections, the worse it gets. In election year, it seems they really get rough. Last election, they were hard on me. I nearly quit. But this time, they're harder. Better try dressing up like Gandalf and have a large staff. There you go. Maybe if I put a multicolored flag behind me. BLT flag, or BLT XYZ. That sounds Gandalf. Yeah, got my magic wand here. You shall not pass. So, my daughter was telling me I should go on TikTok or something. She was telling me all I should do is just put out little wise sayings, do a lot of quick videos and just throw out little tidbits of wisdom, just say, because of my beard and long hair, she said I'd get zillions of views. Maybe that's what I need to do. Bit flag, BLT. Right in, Larry got it. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, whatever all them letters are, I don't know. Shoot, I can't keep up with that stuff. That's a lot of alphabet. More than I keep up with. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I haven't ever got on TikTok. That's why I haven't done it. There's enough rocket appliances so they could just delete you, Greg. Yeah, they could. They could. They might yet. They might. You never know. I mean, channels go poof. Sometimes they'll demonetize the channel and they won't tell them why. You're totally demonetized, complete the whole channel. Then you can't even do super chats, I don't think. I don't know what happens then. What? Make a flag with a cheeseburger on it. Hey, I can do my worm thing, right? Sweet idea. Stars astrology saying it's changing regardless. Oh, well, I can see it now. Greg will be out in the desert running around naked, chasing down those wild pigs for dinner. Don't think I want to put that on the video, though. At least not on this channel. BitChute, I don't know. Probably ain't no better than Rumble. Now, a lot of small platforms just can't make any money, and I don't trust it. I don't either. If I was to go there, it would be just stupid stuff. I mean, that's all they want to sell on TikTok. Tiki-taki. TikTok. That's what the clock and the alligator in Neverland, right? Hook. All right. Title every episode, Worms. It's what's for dinner. Oh, my that's the problem. It's the titles I use. My titles are too descriptive. I should just say every title is red alert. Or every title is oh yeah. I used this on one case finally. I said it's over. And that was only for the Martian helicopter on Galactic Grace, because that is finished. It's not going to fly anymore. So I did say I finally used it's over. I criticized people saying this, some videos, some channels, every video, it's over, it's over, it's over. I actually did a video which I said it's not over. Because I got so sick of saying it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. It's like, I don't say it no more. It's not over. So I actually titled the video, it's not over. Now I actually used it on Galactic Griggs with respect to the Martian helicopter, because it's not going to fly anymore. So for that one device, it's over. Larry Smith, YouTube thinks Screen Griggs. What? I hope not. Actually, I asked Bard. I went to Bard. I went to Bard and asked it what it thought about my channel. And it said, Bard said, oh, you got a great little gardening channel. Okay. Does YouTube live? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, oh, wow, Greg, I thought I was. Yeah, I'm about to go. I didn't mean to stay on here this long. I was going to go. Tick tock, tick tock. Who's afraid of the doomsday clock? That's a good one. Maybe I should use that in a thumbnail photograph. Who's afraid of the doomsday clock? I ought to get a graphic from it. People running from a clock. Yeah. Make a worm flag when you drew. Oh, I've got my head on a worm going through a wormhole that I was planning to make a t-shirt out of one of these days. A couple of Christmas before last, I was trying to set up to go on Etsy. And it said, are you a business? And I put, yes, I got a business. Screen Griggs. It is a business. I got a license through the state. And then it wanted me to provide documentation. The state of Alabama don't provide. And I said, it's not available. And it would not let me proceed with the store. It shut me down. So I was never able to set up. Through a lot of time trying to set up an Etsy store, and they shut it down. It's like, really? Alabama does not provide. I forget what was his ask for. I went to the State Department and asked, hey, could you? No, we don't do that. Not unless you're a corporation. I go, really? These guys are demanding it. We don't do that in Alabama. So they shut me down. I should have just said as a person. But how is it you're a person, you're doing business, and you're not a business? What's wrong with What's wrong with the Etsy? Anyway. Greg's Automatic Transmission Repair Shop in Snowflake is a place you want to be. Loaded up the truck and moved from Tony. Oh, you and New Day's both making some Beverly Hillbilly songs with me there. Let me tell you a story about a man named Greg. Poor worm farmer nearly broke his leg. I don't know. So, yeah, we could do some music. All righty, folks. Check ships of Tariffs and how God destroys merchant ships. Oh. All right, folks. All right, Last of Souls asking all you mods that join her on Discord. All right, see what y'all can come up with. Maybe y'all can get a notification system worked out for folks. Be great to come up with titles. There you go. TikTok, who's afraid of the doomsday clock? That's a good one. I just updated it, but they updated the same thing. But that was a couple of days ago news, so I don't know if I'm getting traction now. That's funny. Anywho, well, you guys entertained me. All the beauties about coming on here, especially toward the end here as we're chatting. Yeah, hey, Ellen, good morning. We're about to go bye-bye here. It's past bedtime. We got storms rolling in here. I'll be great with coming up with titles. We'll be coming up with titles as she comes. We'll be coming up with titles as she comes. Greg, you can do live streams on Discord. Okay. Is it just audio, video? What is on Discord? I tried to go on Discord. I know I got a AI app that has a Discord channel. I've never went into the Discord channel for that app though, because I'm not up Discord. 90 minutes to midnight. Yeah, it stayed the same. 90 seconds to midnight. It stayed the same. They didn't move it. Roosters are crowing here. Amen. We'll kill the old red rooster when she comes. Oop, I said the K word. It's a song. Al Gore's that have no rhythm. Get to Arizona, find gold in the ravine and geodes and on the hill and retire. There you go, Jacob. I hope I could. There's a lot of beautiful stones there. A lot of beautiful stones. All righty, folks. Once again, thank you, super chatters. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'm seriously going to go now because it's more than a quarter past 4 a.m. and I've not been in bed. So, again, thank you all for watching. To one and all, a good night or a good morning, whichever case it may be. Or for those of you on the other side of the world down under, have a good day. Good day, mate.